Lane and Abby's. Where is Lane?
Yay, Lynn!
See a bunch of you all, I don't know some of you, but a lot of you have traveled a long way, and I think that's wonderful.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Now, Lane, what can I say? You drive way too fast.
Abby said
And
that.
as recently as, I think was it last weekend on the Long Island Expressway, with my car, my wife, I told you, slow down, Lane, this is not good. You got some new precious cargo here and my daughter. But you have quick reflexes. So. I also found out last night at the rehearsal dinner that listened to a lot of Lane's friends that he has never committed a serious crime in the continental United States.
There you go.
As Gabby's father, I was pleased to hear that. At least not a crime that he wasn't able to talk his way out of.
Uh-oh.
I love you.
Love you too, David.
But more importantly than all that, Lane, you make my daughter happy. Really happy. I have never seen her this happy, and that means a lot to me. So, you guys are clearly in love, and I'm very happy for you. Lane, you're a good guy. You're a good man. You're honest. You're hardworking, like your new wife. You're ambitious, just like Abby. I think you guys are a good team that way. You know, you're also, I've discovered, a great planner. You love to just plan things and minimize risk, maximize return, whatever it is you do. And I wouldn't be surprised if you have already planned your future kids' college fund. That is assuming you decide to have children. I haven't heard, so I did hear a little bit actually before, I think you might. Which they would be very, very cute if you decided to do it, but that's a whole,
David.
Our whole family loves you. Dan, Matt, Karen, me, Abby. We are delighted. We had a wonderful celebration in Austin. It was our first time. I think a bunch of you guys are from Texas and Austin specifically, but went to a great party, met lots of Lane's family and friends. I love that city. It's a cool place. And it's so nice that you guys getting together has brought our families together. And I love almost everybody in your family.
Almost.
Anyway, in all seriousness, Karen and I could not ask for a better son-in-law. And I mean that. Now on to Abby. Abby, this gets going to get a little bit emotional. I know a bunch of you guys are probably good at public speaking. I don't do it, but I'm going to do the best I can. I love you, Abby. And you look fantastic today. Woo! But I feel a mixture of emotions. I of course, am very, very happy for both of you. But there's a little bit sadness, just a little bit, which I felt a number of times as you grew up. When you went through a transition, and this is a big one, you become a woman, and you're not my little girl anymore. And that to me is sad, but I understand that's the way it goes, and now you're with Lane. But I'd like to, but I would like to, and I don't want to leave you out of this, Lane, but I do want to tell Abby some of the things that I just a few of the things that I love about you and that I'm proud of you for. Mom reminded me that when you were little, way too young, you could climb out of the crib, and that was a problem. And Karen didn't want me to mention this, so I'll keep it brief. There was the time that you climbed out of your bedroom window onto the porch roof.
Oh my God.
But again, she doesn't want me to talk about it.
Harbor View Ave?
So yeah, she said she's still climbing. 2-3 months ago, you were outside your apartment, you didn't have the keys at 3rd Street. It's like an 8-foot security fence with those points, you know, for guards and stuff, but you went right over. So, but what that says to me is that there's no crib, there's no porch roof, porch window, there's no obstacle that has ever kept you from getting to where you want to be. And I love that about you, and I'm proud of you. You are like Lane, like I've discovered Lane is, you're a really good friend and loyal. And there's two women, I'm not sure, Katie and Mary Kate, that are in the bridal party, and Abby's known them, said, there's Mary Kate right there. Katie's probably right there. Abby has known Mary Kate since she was 3 months old. Katie, shortly thereafter. And they remain close friends, they're in the wedding party. And I think that says a lot about you as a friend and as a person. And Lane, you're the same way, and I love that about both of you. You have always, this is Abby, have always expressed yourself verbally, visually. And I remember when you were in school, you wore a uniform. Remember the uniforms, the schools?
Laurelton or St. Anne's? Or both?
And they were all like, there were very strict rules about what skirt length and everything else. And Abby just wanted to do something a little bit different. And I understand that. I still think the uniforms are the reason that you went into fashion design.
Good.
So she went out, were they the navy blue uniforms or the plaid, whatever they were all the same. Abby went out and got this like hot pink silky fabric and sewed the linings of the pockets.
That's what we did at Laurelton.
Am I correct?
That was
I'm not making this up.
We did that at Laurelton.
So when she would walk into the school cafeteria, I imagined she could just like flash her pocket, and you knew Abby was in the building. You're strong and you're brave. I mean that. And I remember, sorry to be, remembering these things you don't know anything about, places or people, but this is between my daughter and I. I remember the 8th grade oratory contest. Abby gave a speech, and she was up on the stage by herself, no notes, like I depend on. And she was giving the speech, the whole student body was there, all their parents were there, but halfway in, she fell silent, and the audience began to figure out that she had forgotten her lines. And everybody's hearts were going out to her, and she just, stood there. And I was thinking other people would have just, started crying and run off the stage, or, line, or what to say next. But Abby didn't do that. Abby just kind of dug down within herself, and she started the speech in the beginning and went through the whole, I hope this isn't, I don't want to embarrass you, but I was so proud of you because she started from the beginning, went right through the place where she forgot, got to the end, and as I remember it, the room erupted into applause.
Standing
I was so
ovation.
proud.
Yeah, Abby. Applause.
I'm almost done here. And I may hear about some of this afterwards, but then there was Syracuse University and New York City joke here, but I'm sure you felt it. And I was so proud. No. Not afraid of anything. I saw you crying up here before we walked out. But, you know, each of these sort of transitions, and I don't want to dwell on this, has always been a little, this mixture of emotions for me. You know, happy, really happy, proud of you, and just a little bit sad. But, you know, we'll move to California and everything will be good. I have one last brief anecdote to share before we all stand up and toast the happy couple. When you were growing up, Abby, I was always your protector. I was. You know, whenever you got into a situation, you know, I was the guy that helped you. And I remember that car, and I use the term loosely, that Jeep you had that would occasionally start. And anyway, you were in that accident, and it wasn't serious, you weren't hurt, but you were crying. You were
Which
crying
one?
on the phone, and you said, Dad, can you please come help me? And I don't know if you remember this, but I remember it. And what is he going to do next? I'm on the proper medication, so she was crying, Dad, can you come help me? And of course, I went to help her. And what has occurred to me now is I'm not the person you're going to call anymore. You're going to call Lane. Or maybe AAA. So, can we all grab a glass and toast the happy couple? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as we stand to drink the toast to Abby and Lane.
Matt.
Future be bright together. May your days be filled with adventure, love, and a lot of laughter.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Abby's dad, David Barber.
Oh, yeah!
Please keep your hands together and give it up for the maid of honor, Grace.
I was